ClickUp to Sheets is out. And if you've been following me on the previous episode, I've explained how I've designed this Google Workspace add-on that lets you synchronize your ClickUp tasks with Google Sheets. ClickUp to Sheets is an add-on I've completely developed myself using AI to help me writing the code. And I've built this product because I have a lot of clients that use the ClickUp tasks to import it or sync it with other softwares, or just do some data visualization or some reporting using a spreadsheet-like format. And instead of having to export your tasks each time and then handling these spreadsheets one by one, you can just keep your tasks in sync between ClickUp and a spreadsheet. Now, the old way of doing it was to use the ClickUp export feature. You'd have to go into the list, go into the export settings, export your tasks, convert them to Excel, then clean your columns, fix the column sizes, import your data to Google Sheets. And that's a lot of steps, especially if you have to keep that data in sync, because each time an update is made in ClickUp, it will not reflect in your file because it's offline. Now I thought if you had a software that would keep in sync your ClickUp tasks and all the information it has, like the start and end dates, the assignees, the custom fields, the description, and then each time it's updated, it reflects in that spreadsheet, then you'd save hours for so many different use cases. Exporting that information, syncing it with other softwares, just visualizing it properly, or just using that data to create some pivot tables, some drill down info, some graphs, some dashboards, etc. Now that's how the idea of ClickUp to Sheets came in. And basically, ClickUp to Sheets lets you select the list from the add-on sidebar in Google Sheets, then select your sync settings, what you want to sync, and then click sync. And that's it. You'll have everything synced between ClickUp and Google Sheets. And if we get into Google Sheets, I'm going to show you how it works. Now here in the sidebar, you'll have this icon if you download the add-on from the Google Workspace Marketplace. Now the link to the add-on is right in the description below. So have a look, start your trial, and see how it works. Now you'll have to open this sidebar, and then you'll click Connect ClickUp, and it'll show you your ClickUp workspaces. I skipped this window because I have client workspaces, but once it's in sync, you'll have success. You can close this tab, and then the add-on will refresh, and it will tell you to create your first sync. So I'll click Get Started, and then I'll pick my ClickUp hierarchy. So the ClickUp hierarchy is basically what you have in ClickUp right here on the sidebar. So you have spaces, folders, lists. You probably already know about that if you're using ClickUp, but that's where it's going to pull that information from. So I'll get back into Google Sheets and I'll go into the delivery space. Then I'll pick my folder, which is the ongoing folder, and then I'll pick my list, which is the Wayne Enterprises list. Now I'm going to bring everything. So I'll bring the closed tasks, the task descriptions, the custom fields, and I'll click sync my list. And once you've done that, in a few seconds, it'll create a new sheet and it'll just bring everything. As you can see, it just took a few seconds to bring everything up, and you'll have the description, you have the custom information, you can just select all your data and then make every line even. You can just navigate your data, and then you can use that data for pivot tables, for having averages, sums, whatever, for doing any type of formula on your ClickUp data. As you can imagine, it can import a lot of information. For now in the beta version, it's only up to 2000 tasks, but very soon it will be able to import larger batches. Now that's great. You can see your data, you can view your syncs and see whatever you've synced in the past. And then you can sync a new list if you wanted to. I'll just pick another list and I'll sync different things. I'll turn off the descriptions and I'll pick my list. So I'll pick the one called Gringotts Wizarding Bank and click sync my list. So it should pull everything from that list. And as you can see, it's here. And if we get back to ClickUp, it matches what we have in this list with the different statuses, the assignees, the start date, the due dates, and everything. Now it's imported two lists, one for Wayne Enterprises, one for Gringotts Wizarding Bank. And if I go into the gear right here, I can update what I import. So if I want to include the closed task, the descriptions, the custom fields later, I just click Update Sync, and not only will it include these columns, it will also bring in any new task I've created. So let's give it a try. I'll get back to ClickUp right here and I'll create a new task. I'll call it website run, and I'll just add a due date and say a custom field and even some assignee. I'll do the same for a few more tasks just to bring in some data, and maybe this one, and I think we're good. And if I update my sync, it will just bring in all these new columns, but also the new tasks. So the new task website run has just popped up right here, and we also have the new columns. So with just a few clicks, you'll just have everything updated from ClickUp to Google Sheets. And that's the power of this add-on. But it will only be better because in the future, I want to include a feature that lets you update existing tasks and even eventually add new tasks to a list from ClickUp to Sheets. So for example, if you want to update the statuses in batches right here, you'll be able to drag and drop the columns you want to update. And then you want to change the assignee, for example, you can do the same and then change the due dates or the priority. And in a few seconds, with a click of a button, it will reflect in ClickUp. And that's what ClickUp to Sheets is about. It's about letting you easily export and import your information from ClickUp to Google Sheets. Now, if you want to give it a try, you can just access the link to the Google Workspace add-on right in the description. You'll just have to install it, log into ClickUp, and then you'll have a 7-day free trial to see if this is useful for you. And then if you subscribe to the early bird plan, you'll have access at a very competitive price to all the existing ClickUp Sheets feature, plus all the new features that will be included in this add-on. And you have to hurry because this price is going to be very low. I think it's going to be around $9 a month. And then I'll ramp up prices as I add new features and as the product becomes more and more time-saving for you. It's mostly about saving those hours from exporting that data from ClickUp or just importing some data to ClickUp. ClickUp to Sheets will just keep everything in sync, and it's the bridge between working the classical way with spreadsheets and the modern way with project management softwares. Now, thank you for watching this, and I'll see you again talking about ClickUp to Sheets. Until then, stay productive.